This is the prosecutor's office of Penny Miller at CO Benton, Washington, U.S. 509-735-3591, which is increments of the sheriff's Star and Problems Computation in the back, which is Eddie Prosecutor. The restraining orders that's on file, the restraining orders systems, which have processes 24 hours, 7 days a week, and it's $75 for the paper, the document, and also the mileage and service increments. Miss Eddie, she is a prosecutor for the Carol J. Benzel Prosecuting District and Superior Court Judge. Carol J. Benzel and Dixon in 210 West Broadway, Richville, Washington. That's 99169. That's his. This is where the destination point where the sheriff he handcuffed me and put me in a matter. Some sheriff. And you aren't supposed to be handcuffing people, especially when you have the warrants, outstanding warrants for the arrest. So we're here at the administration office, and it's happened at 4:30, 3:30. It's 8 p.m. It's April 26th, Sunday. This is Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington. The audit bill assessor for the Broadway, that's the Mr. Eric D. Olson, which is me being the body cam fan. You can't get from the sheriff's office. When Andy prosecutors and then Eddie broken equipment and have broken equipment and also money missing out of my pocket, and also the stolen fax machines, laptops that were reported stolen. You know what? I'm here at the prosecutor's office and the sheriff's back office entranceway because I'm going to get some water from the front, but there's no water spigot, access water. It's plugged up. It's no spigot there. So there was water in the back entranceway connected to the Fleetliner. There's a Kenworth, the Fleetliner, Freightliner, Volvo, and some semi-trucks, 56-footers, and also the Peterbilts. And they have water lines there. Known for the fact his name's Bruce. He runs the John Deere Evergreen Implement Company parts store. And also the increments. I'm on the back, and where there's an obstacle with the canine dogs and accessories where they train. I'm sitting there back there eating Burger King all the time. And this guy's making stuff up. Oh, we don't see you there. No, it's none of his business what I do, where I do, what do. If I drink water, I can drink water anytime I want. In the prosecutor's office, I don't plea bargain with these sheriffs or deputies that screw around and manipulate, use the system. For a simple fact, the sidewalk is for pedestrians, for civilians. And Mr. Eric Olson, the owner of the property, of builders, First Source, Pro Build, used to be Pro Build. And all that flooring that was moved to Cimaron 5 INC, the flooring that was done for Sean Logan's house, and also the flooring for the framing for City Hall, and also the fabric and also the rock and the fabric that was installed underneath the trees around the shrubs. And also the garbage can fence line was damaged because of the winter snow ends, but that's over with. But the increments on this, resting Felix Barela for no shape, frame, form. We're just water exercising. I have a gallon jug with water with fruit, apple, orange juice, some apricots, some kiwis, and also a gigantic chunks of pulp of watermelon, cantaloupe, inside my jug. And it's watered down pretty much. H2O. You know, we got the increments of requiring to get some water in the front. That's the prosecutor's office. It says on the emblems of prosecutor's office. And Mr. Daniel Garth and also Dixon, Superior Court Judge, 210 West Broadway. Mr. Carol J. Benzel, 425 East Main Street, Suite 400, 509-488-3935. Mr. Bonnie and Yvonne Hernandez in City Hall, 509-488-5686. And that's police station. He contacts police departments 8:03 p.m. Andy Miller. And this incident happened 4:30, 3:30. The back office. You know that kind of consequence when those officers upstairs, downstairs starting problems, confrontations. There's Hatcher, there's Steve, there's Keene, and there's also Taylor. And also Taylor and Mrs. Taylor and Taylor's father is upstairs in the bathroom. The consequences come to, Daryl Johnson, the Army Ranger pussy pussy pissant guy that I had to show a picture of the woman that he was fucking, and that woman he's fucking is not his wife. It was a prostitute, so let's say, from Yakima, Washington, with Mr. Mantis, General Mantis, from the U.S. Marine Corps, Bravo Military Base. He comes on the Tri-City area, and then we have Taylor Hatcher from Norwalk. Norwalk was convicted for murder, and Mr. Sandoval was convicted for charges as well. They shot him, and they shot Mr. Sandoval, Stephen Sandoval, at the Forum Bar. It's called Gold's Gym now, called Chicago Title and Columbia Center Boulevard. And they shot him, finally. Norwalk, Mr. Norwalk's convicted, and Mr. Hatcher was suspended for 7 to 12 years from the sheriff's office. And the sheriff's office and the sheriff's deputies here are starting problems, confrontations, calling the police department, calling the squadron and units, and the sheriffs are calling the police department. Now we're calling Andy Miller out, and also Mr. Fairyland, Forest Lawn, Mueller's Premium, Forest Lawn, Glendale, Rest Haven, Parkhurst, Glendale, Roseville, and all these areas and locations, and they want increments. And they call the cops all they want. Mr. Donald Trump is married, and also Melania Trumps are married, and they got married long time ago, but that divorce was $2 billion, which is Benton County, 7112 West Okanagan Place, Kennewick, Washington. Mr. Hatcher, Mr. Norwalk, which is a murderer, he's a murderer, and Mr. Obama, and the same units. And he signed checks, Social Security checks off, which belongs to Lola Hernandez and also Roberta Barela, and their increments of their service for the Social Security office, which they moved 3 different times, 8131, Gage, and 8131 Columbus, Cincinnati. And these con artists, individuals, who is that guy? You know, I got him on YouTube, I got him on Facebook, it's all good. This is demonstrated, unloaded in this ministry. We got a Mr. Sackman Law Firm issuing a check to Cimaron 5 INC. Goes in the U.S. Bank, Chase Bank, Open Bank, which is here. Ace Hardware has multiple services, 3 different chainsaws purchased from here and used to take down Sunset Acres, and take Sean's tree down at 1005 East Hamlet. Victims, huh? Victims, you ain't victims. The sheriffs those victims ain't sheriff. Those sheriffs are con artists, individuals. They're nothing but manipulated individuals using the system and using the TWY, disabled people, and people that receive checks from Social Security Office, people that receive checks from the Grant County and also the Frederick Courthouse, Daniel Garth and Garth, the prosecutor of Grant County, Larissa Perez and Human Resources, Kurt Slinger, and also Human Resource Coordinator, and also Melissa McKnight, the assessor for the courthouse. See, nothing but they manipulate the situation for their services, increments of proof, and download system. We got him on Facebook. Now we contact the State Patrol Office, Olympia's J. Governor Inslee, and Donald Trump. He's upstairs in my room, the Red Line. Come think about it, in my room. All expenses paid, the Davenport Hotel paid for, of course, and my $35 million in my account. See, they arrest me for no reason. You put handcuffs on me and hold me. I have no weapons or nothing. And it's 8:08 p.m. Sunday, April 26, 2020. Now, Melania got married and Ivanka Trump, and she got her child forms and filled out the Social Security office because I'm here. Bills are paid, water bills, sewer lines, and we do online. They ask what address, what phone number, what location. It ain't their business, and any inquiries and services. Mr. Kerry J. Benzel, why don't you call the police department? Why don't you call 488-39414? Why don't you contact Bonnie Hernandez right now? Bonnie or Vaughn, 509-488-5686. Or, you know, we're going to leave a message at 488-3935 at Carol J. Benzel's office and Dixon's office. I'll stay there for a week and have you serve that restraining order, compliance for him. Those victims of criteria services, they ain't victims. They're pretty much walking sticks of accessories of misusing the system and the court system. As you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory. These con artists you have walking the streets have uniforms, hide in these units, hide in their patrol cars and their services and increments, of misusing the society in which we come in here weaseling away at Sterling Bank, called Oompa Bank. Now, Oompa Bank and servers issued that bank. Now it's U.S. Bank and Chase Bank. And those servers used a long time ago used to be services for Wells Fargo. And they still stand. And why don't you give them a call? It's 8:09 p.m. And it's, I think the services they got, I'm the worst out staying for my wrist. They can't arrest me. When I'm upstairs Facebooking and we're trying to take all the information on my laptop, which could be reported, that's what, $6,000. That's a felony offense, ain't it? Yeah. Officers damaged and body services, and my body cam that out on me the whole time. Taking that jug and water jug and filling with all the fruit, apples, strawberries, pineapple, watermelon, kiwi, orange, and also apricot and nectarines and peaches, and wash it down with some H2O. Is there a law against that? Is there?